You've been soft for too long. It's time to build armor, not excuses. This isn't another Get Lean tutorial. This is a blueprint for domination. From your first rep to your final sprint, every second is engineered to sculpt strength, strip fat, and forge discipline that lasts. Forget quick fixes. This is war against weakness, and you're going to win. Your body becomes your weapon. Your mindset unbreakable. This is how champions are carved and how ordinary becomes unstoppable. From soft to sculpted starts now. Let's conquer the grind and take the crown. Oncoming, fire the foundation. Metabolic reset fire why your body refuses to burn fat, and how to flip the metabolic switch with strength-based training and recovery balance. You want to get lean, but the truth is your body isn't just holding on to fat. It's holding on to habits that keep your metabolism asleep. You can't out-train a sluggish system. The first step from soft to sculpted isn't about lifting heavier or running longer. It's about resetting the engine that drives every rep, every calorie burned, and every ounce of muscle you build. Most people live in energy-saving mode. Years of bad sleep, low protein intake, stress, and inconsistent training teach your body to conserve instead of perform. You've trained it to survive, not thrive. So when you suddenly hit the gym hard or cut calories, your body resists. It doesn't know whether to build muscle or hoard fat. That's why so many people spin their wheels. They work, sweat, grind, but nothing changes. You need to flip that metabolic switch back on. And it starts with 3 simple moves: consistent strength training, structured fueling, and smarter recovery. Strength training sends a powerful message to your body: we build, not store. Every time you lift, you're teaching your metabolism to favor muscle over fat. But if your nutrition doesn't match your effort, you'll keep burning out instead of burning fat. Fuel your body with clean protein and slow carbs, and suddenly it stops fighting you. It starts working for you. Then comes recovery, the piece most people skip. Your metabolism doesn't reset in the gym, it resets when you rest. Deep sleep, hydration, mobility work, they sound simple, but they're the secret to consistency. Every night you shortchange your rest, you're telling your body to hold back tomorrow. You're building the body of someone who's always almost there. That ends now. When your metabolism is firing, every rep counts double. Your energy climbs, your fat loss accelerates, and your workouts finally start producing visible results. You stop feeling like you're dragging your body through training. Your body starts pulling you forward. You'll know it's working when you wake up energized, hungry for movement, and you see that first bit of definition in the mirror that wasn't there last week. That's not just physical change, that's your metabolism waking up. Remember, getting lean isn't about punishment. It's about precision. You're not starving your body, you're reprogramming it. You're teaching it to perform like it was built to. When you reset the foundation, everything else becomes easier. Your workouts hit harder, your recovery improves, and fat starts coming off like it's supposed to. So before you chase the next advanced workout or diet hack, do this first. Get your system firing, because a body running on full power doesn't just burn fat, it builds a weapon. And that's exactly what you're here to become. The training formula, smart, not just hard jigs, are the 3-phase workout system: activation, right arrow growth, right arrow definition, that targets lean muscle without burnout. Now that your metabolism is firing on all cylinders, it's time to train smarter, not just harder. Because let's be honest, most people hit the gym like it's a punishment, not a strategy. They think more hours, more sweat, and more pain automatically mean more results. But if that worked, every guy living in the gym would be shredded. The truth is, your body doesn't respond to chaos, it responds to structure. And that's what separates training from just working out. Every great transformation follows a formula, not a fluke, and that formula is built around progression, not perfection. You can't just do random exercises every day and expect your body to sculpt itself. You need a plan that attacks weaknesses, maximizes muscle recruitment, and balances intensity with recovery. That's where the three-phase system comes in: activation, growth, and definition. The first phase is all about waking up dormant muscles, especially the ones that have been offline from years of bad posture, weak core stability, and lazy movement patterns. You're not just lifting weights here, you're reteaching your body how to move like an athlete. Because if the right muscles aren't firing, the wrong ones will take over, and that's where injuries, plateaus, and frustration begin. Once your body learns to activate properly, every rep becomes more efficient, every set more effective. Then comes growth, the phase where we pack on lean muscle, not bulk, not fluff. We're talking about dense, functional muscle that shapes your frame, speeds up your metabolism, and fuels performance. This phase isn't about ego lifting. It's about controlled tension, proper mechanics, and intensity that challenges your limits without destroying your form. You'll feel your body respond tighter, stronger, sharper, and finally definition. This is where precision meets execution. You're still lifting heavy, but now we integrate conditioning, controlled rest periods, and movement density to carve out detail and burn away the excess. This isn't cardio for the sake of cardio. This is strategic intensity that amplifies everything you built in the first two phases. The key is to keep your body guessing but your plan consistent, rotate stimuli, tweak angles, control tempo, but never lose direction. Every workout should build towards something: strength, speed, or definition. When your training is smart, every minute counts. You stop wasting time and start stacking wins, and remember this: anyone can sweat, not everyone can progress. Training smart means every rep has purpose, every session has intent, and every week moves you closer to the version of yourself you said you'd become. You're not here to just train, you're here to transform. So lock in, lift with purpose, and build like you mean it. The nutrition code: fuel like an athlete poultry, broccoli ditch dieting. Learn the science of eating to sculpt, strategic protein timing, calorie cycling, and micronutrient balance. If your training is the blueprint, your nutrition is the fuel that brings it to life. You can train like a machine, but if you're not feeding that machine the right way, you'll never look the part. Getting lean isn't about starving yourself, it's about eating with precision. The problem is, most people either overcomplicate it or completely miss the mark. They jump from one fad diet to the next, cutting carbs one week, eliminating fats the next, and wondering why they feel tired, flat, and stuck. The truth is, your body doesn't respond to restriction, it responds to consistency and smart fueling. Your goal isn't just to lose fat, it's to keep and build lean muscle while stripping away everything that hides it. That means protein isn't optional, it's essential. Every meal should serve your performance. Protein rebuilds the muscle you tear down, supports recovery, and keeps your metabolism burning around the clock. Aim for quality, lean meats, fish, eggs, plant sources if you prefer, but get enough to feed your progress. You're building, not breaking down. Then there's carbs, the most misunderstood tool in the toolbox. People fear them, but when you use them right, they become your best ally. Carbs fuel intensity, refill glycogen stores, and keep your training performance high. The key is timing. Keep your carbs centered around your workouts, before to power your performance, and after to kickstart recovery. Outside of that window, you can pull them back to keep fat loss on track. It's not about eliminating, it's about optimizing. Fats round out the equation. Healthy fats: avocados, nuts, olive oil, fatty fish. Keep your hormones balanced and your energy stable. Cut them too low and your body fights back. Low testosterone, fatigue, brain fog. You don't want that. You want your body firing on all cylinders, not running on fumes. But it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat. Most people eat like amateurs, random times, random portions, no strategy. You want to eat like an athlete, structured, timed, and intentional. Small adjustments like eating protein with every meal, hydrating throughout the day, and avoiding sugar bombs after dark make a massive difference over time. And when your nutrition matches your training, the fat doesn't stand a chance. You're not on a diet, you're on a mission. Every bite should serve a purpose. You're not depriving your body, you're fueling it to perform, to recover, and to reveal the physique you're building in the gym. Because at the end of the day, food isn't the enemy, it's your secret weapon. Use it right, and your results will speak louder than any excuse ever could. The Fat Loss Accelerator, Torch Mode Fire, Person, male combining resistance and metabolic conditioning to destroy fat while preserving lean muscle mass. Now that your body's fueled and firing, it's time to flip the switch into what I call torch mode. The stage where fat doesn't just melt off, it's forced off. Most people make one of two mistakes here. They either do endless cardio hoping to sweat their way lean, or they train heavy with zero conditioning and wonder why the scale doesn't move. The real secret is combining the best of both worlds, resistance and metabolic training, to torch fat while preserving every ounce of hard, earned muscle. That's how you get lean without getting smaller. When you train smart, you turn your body into a fat, burning machine long after the workout ends. This isn't about hopping on a treadmill for an hour. This is about short, intense bursts of work that demand effort, precision, and control. Think compound lifts, explosive movements, minimal rest, and full body engagement. The kind of training that leaves you breathing heavy, muscles burning, and metabolism raging for hours afterward. You're not just burning calories, you're building a furnace. The key is intensity, but intensity isn't about chaos, it's about control. You can't just throw weights around and call it fat loss. You have to attack each rep with purpose. Push hard enough to challenge your limits, but smart enough to maintain form. Supersets, circuits, and finishers are your tools here. Mix strength with speed, stability with explosiveness. For example, pair squats with jump squats, push-ups with battle ropes, rows with burpees. The combination keeps your heart rate high and your muscles under tension. The perfect recipe for fat destruction. And here's what separates this from traditional cardio: muscle retention. Steady, state cardio eats away at muscle over time. Metabolic resistance training does the opposite, it protects it. You're teaching your body to use fat for fuel without sacrificing the very tissue that gives you that sculpted, athletic look. When you train this way, your muscles stay full, your metabolism skyrockets, and your body composition changes fast. The beauty of this approach is that it's efficient. You don't need 2 hours in the gym. 30 to 40 minutes of focused, high-intensity work done right can outperform any long, slow grind. What matters is effort and execution. You go all in every set, every second, no shortcuts, no distractions. When you combine power and precision, your body has no choice but to adapt. You stop burning calories and start burning limits. Fat loss stops being the goal and becomes the side effect of performance, because in the end, the body you want isn't built by doing more, it's built by doing it right. So light it up, stay relentless, and keep the fire burning long after the workout ends. The mindset shift from comfort to combat brain, crossed building mental toughness and daily discipline, how to push past plateaus and dominate your excuses. Up to this point, you've built the foundation, trained with structure, fueled your body like an athlete, and learned to torch fat efficiently. But there's one thing that separates those who get results from those who stay stuck: mindset. The truth is, every rep, every meal, every bit of progress starts in your head long before it shows up on your body. You can have the best program, the perfect plan, but if your mindset is weak, your results will be too. This is where most people lose the battle, not in the gym, not in the kitchen, but in their own thoughts. The process of getting lean isn't just physical, it's psychological warfare. Your body will resist change. Your mind will whisper excuses. You'll hear that voice say, "You're too tired," "You deserve a break," or "You'll start again next week." And every time you listen, you reinforce weakness. But when you push through, when you show up anyway, that's when the transformation really begins. Because the body follows the mind, not the other way around. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. It's not motivation. Motivation fades fast. Discipline is what keeps you on track when motivation's gone. It's what gets you out of bed for that early workout. It's what makes you prep your meals when everyone else is ordering junk. Every small decision you make is a vote for the kind of person you're becoming. You're either feeding the version of yourself that stays soft, or the one that shows up hard, focused, and unstoppable. Understand this: progress isn't supposed to feel easy. Growth only happens under pressure. Every time you're uncomfortable, you're exactly where you should be. That's your body adapting, your mind hardening, your character being built in real time. You don't escape the discomfort, you use it. You lean into it, because every challenge you overcome turns into confidence, and confidence is what builds consistency. The people who achieve lasting change aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who never quit. They don't wait for perfect conditions, they create them. They take ownership day after day and refuse to let excuses dictate outcomes. That's the mindset of someone sculpting more than a body. They're sculpting identity, so stop thinking of this as a fitness journey. This is a battle against comfort, against doubt, against the version of you that settles. Every time you choose effort over excuses, you're winning. Every time you show up when you don't want to, you're evolving. Because when the mind gets stronger, the body has no choice but to follow. Stay locked in. Stay relentless. This is where champions are built. The recovery edge: grow while you rest crescent. Flexed master sleep, hydration, and mobility to unlock continuous muscle definition and long-term leanness. You've trained hard, dialed in your nutrition, built intensity, and strengthened your mindset. Now comes the phase that most people overlook: recovery. And here's the reality: if you're not recovering, you're not growing. You can crush workouts, eat perfectly, and stay consistent, but without proper recovery, your body never gets the chance to rebuild stronger. This isn't about being lazy or taking days off. It's about understanding that rest is part of the strategy. You don't grow during the workout, you grow from how your body responds afterward. Think of your body like a high-performance engine. You can redline it for a while, but without maintenance it breaks down. The same thing happens with your muscles, joints, and nervous system. Every rep you do is stress, controlled, intentional stress. But if you never balance that stress with recovery, it turns from productive to destructive. You start feeling drained instead of driven, sore instead of strong, and over time, that fatigue eats into your progress. Recovery starts with the basics: sleep, hydration, and mobility. These aren't optional. Sleep is your body's reset button. That's when your hormones balance, muscle fibers repair, and your metabolism recharges. You can't train bad sleep. It will catch up with you every time. Hydration is the silent performance enhancer most people ignore. Every cell in your body relies on it, from energy production to nutrient delivery. Fall short here, and you're already running at half capacity. Then comes mobility, not just stretching, but real, active recovery that keeps your body moving fluidly. A tight, stiff body can't perform like a sculpted one. You've got to learn to listen to your body, not your ego. There's a difference between soreness and pain, between fatigue and burnout. The goal is to stay in the zone where you're challenging yourself without breaking yourself. Active recovery days, light movement, walking, mobility work. are your secret weapon for longevity. They keep blood flowing, aid repair, and keep you ready for the next session. And don't underestimate the mental side of recovery. Rest days aren't just physical resets, they're psychological ones. Taking a step back helps you refocus, recharge, and come back sharper. Because the truth is, consistency isn't built on grinding nonstop. It's built on knowing when to push and when to pull back. You've put in the work, built the discipline, and earned the progress. Now give your body the respect it deserves. Recovery isn't the pause between gains, it is the gain. Treat it like a weapon, not a weakness. Because when you master recovery, you don't just bounce back stronger, you stay unstoppable. You've got the blueprint, the tools, and the mindset. Now it's on you to execute. No shortcuts, no magic tricks, just real work and precision. Every rep, every meal, every decision from here on out determines who you become. You can stay comfortable and soft, or you can rise, sculpt, and dominate. This isn't about chasing perfection, it's about building power, discipline, and confidence that lasts. You've started the journey from soft to sculpted. Now finish it. Step up, stay locked in, and let your results do the talking. The grind begins now. Go earn your physique.